Welcome to this week's episode of Hello Again Wednesday with Brent Miller. Each Wednesday, you can join in as a special guest. Answer along with the question of the day. Listen to life stories. Follow him on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform. On Facebook or his YouTube channel, Brent Miller, What's on His Mind? This week's episode 194. They drone on and on and on. And now,
All right, I forgot to turn my microphone on and it all as well. Now it is Hello Again Wednesday, episode 194. I left my glasses somewhere and I don't need them though. And so I took a week off last week. Thanks for joining me again this week as we come into this episode. I did have one. I got it, and I'm going to do it next week, which is Christmas Eve. Yeah, I still might even do it Christmas Eve just for fun because it's a fun one that I'm going to do a little bit in my head, and so I'm going to do that next week, Christmas Eve. And so you're more than welcome to join me on Christmas Eve as we have fun on Hello Again Wednesday. And so be sure and share these videos, hang out with me, have other people join in to where they can join in on the question of the day. I'm going to have some fun with this one, and it's all about fun. So if you're like going to think it's all serious, well, there's some points, but you know what? It is the government, so it's got to be funny. And so here we go. Question of the day for this Wednesday. Do you have a drone or know someone who does? And would you shoot it out of the sky? So that's it right there. If you have that, or know someone that does have a drone, I'm just wondering what you're gonna, what would you do if you had one or saw one or anything like that? And that is just for fun question right there. Let me get back to my notes right here. Okay, and so first of all, the government. You know what? The government has some things, okay, that they have, excuse me, they have really been struggling with this past few weeks, I guess, of this drone crisis or this drone. I just call it a drone saga, you know. And one of the things that they started. Well, first of all, they never come out and say anything right away. It's always way down the road when they say something. Usually it's stupid and ignorant. And then again, it's like common sense also. Like if you shoot a drone down and it's with fuel, it could start a fire. Out here in California, we had fires just recently ravaging through Malibu and just wreaking havoc which on animals and homes and stuff like that. So fires are a serious thing. That's not a funny thing. Okay, so yeah, anytime you shoot at something with any kind of fuel, propane tanks or anything like that, they'll explode and they'll cause fires. You could also, they're saying, because some of these so-called drones that they're reporting are sizes of cars and buses or whatever. And so if one happens to get shot out of the sky, it really could kill somebody. That part is true. Even if you shot a drone down, somebody could seriously get hurt or even killed with any kind of toy. That's why we have so many rules for our toys nowadays, choking hazards and stuff like that. And I sure hope I'm up and running with you. Yeah, I'm up and running with you guys. Okay, and so just double checking all this stuff as I roll along. And so some of the other things they say that are just common sense. You could cause property damage. You know what? That playing with toys for as far as I can remember, playing with any toys could cause property damage, such as baseball, stickball in the street. When we play stickball in the street, you could easily break a window with the baseball, and so there's things that take place that is just common sense. Yes, it could cause property damage. Then they go into their scare tactic, as they always do, with these things right here. Federal law stipulates that anyone who sets fire to or damages or destroys or disables or wrecks any aircraft in U.S. airspace is subject to fines or up to 20 years in prison. And so, all of you, put your little guns away because you get 20 years of prison. They're gonna nail you down with that one, even though there might be other things happening. One thing I discovered in this saga, that it is not just party oriented. It's not just the Democrats, it's not just the Republicans that are being either smart or stupid. And so you have a Democrat in Connecticut who sits on the Senate's Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, and he said on Thursday the aircraft should be shot down if necessary because they're flying over sensitive areas. Some sightings have been reported over military bases as well as over critical infrastructure sites. Now, our government is supposed to protect that stuff as well as every American citizen or every person walking on our shores. We're supposed to be protecting those from any kind of things such as that. And so, yeah, like I said, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. That's common sense, and it is worth where Homeland Security actually is going to actually do something that is correct. Now, you also have, hopefully I'm not overshooting some things here. And I'm not a Mayorkas fan. You might be able to be a fan of his. I've never been a fan of his. He's a moron, in my opinion, because the way he cannot answer questions, the way he deviates, the way he runs around everything, he is the worst. And so this is what he said about Trump, because Trump had a post that he had done, and so this guy tells George Stephanopoulos, who is another one not on my list, we are limited in our authorities. We have certain agencies within the Department of Homeland Security that can do that, and outside our department, but we need those authorities expanded as well. They are actually looking to embark upon all your freedoms. Don't even think it any other way, because as he said, they have limited authority. But when it comes to the safety of Americans, the safety of our infrastructure, the safety of anything on our land especially, then they have the authority. Don't let them fool you. They can do anything they need to do to take care of the drone saga. In fact, it says that the Department of Homeland Security has authority to deal with UAS, unmanned aerial systems, through the Preventing Emerging Threats Act of 2018. And so during this time frame of this government right now, they have the authority to protect you and me. They have the authority to do everything in their power to do it. And so, and it's not that they don't have the power. The problem is they do nothing about it. Why is it everyone else is taking these aerial shots of these drones, but has our government came out with anything? I don't think so. And so, or how about the ability to, you know what? Some of it's very easy. It's an airplane. Okay? You do nothing to an airplane, government. You don't have to. It's an airplane. But if there is something flying over some of your sensitive areas, then that's not an airplane, you need to take responsibility of it and take care of it. And don't have some subcommittee trying to tell you how to do it. You got brains, take care of the homeland. And so that's just my opinion on this. And so I'm a little tough on that one because they do the stupidest things, okay? Which then gives me the opportunity to make fun, okay? And so here I am with, and here's one of the reasons why, ready? Because in the beginning of this, they would tell you, in the same sentence, they told you, you know what? There's no safety issues with these unmanned flying objects. They got so many letters for UFO, UAP, use this, use that, whatever. And so in all of that, they are telling us that there's no safety concerns about it. But early on, as they said that, they also in the same sentence, but we don't know nothing about them. Okay, how can you say there's no safety concerns if you don't know anything about them? Somebody's lying. And so that's where it brings me. And does our government lie? Yeah. Let me just repeat. Some people are so have such a short memory. Do you remember when the government said COVID was not man-made? Do you remember when they said it wasn't from China? Do you remember when they said 6 feet was great? Do you remember when they said just stay in? And these are all lies, and they knew it. And in fact, our government paid to create what actually, and here's one thing that is correct, they did kill humans. And I don't know why they thought that was such a great idea, but Mr. Fauci and all of them, they decided this is a good idea and did it. And so they did all of this while telling us don't go to restaurants, while they dined in French restaurants maskless. That's California for you. And so anyways, that gives me the right to say they lie and then say, let's have some fun. And so here we are. We're going to have some fun right here. Let me get to my little thing here. And hopefully I got them in order to what I'm going to say. So let's see. This first one here, I believe is, it's, well, it's President Trump and some of his statements.
It's a question a lot of folks have been asking for decades. Is there intelligent alien life? And if so, has the government been covering it up?
Intelligent beings that live off of the planet. Witness testimony included a range of stories related to UFOs and UAPs, which stands for Unidentified Anomalous Phenomenon. One former Navy admiral said that he had confirmation of them in 2015.
Let me be clear. UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies.
So with that one we have where they tell us, yes, you guys got to remember, this was all early on in the election time part. Hey, we got to say there's aliens out there. And now, are they lying? Are they not lying? I don't know. But you got all this stuff coming forward with stuff like this. And so that was one portion of it. Now look at this.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this?
See what?
Up here in the sky. There's a UPN, UAP, UFO, whatever they're calling them. Right there, look at it, it's flashing.
Dad, I think that's an airplane.
The airplanes don't move like that. Look at it.
I think it's an airplane, Dad.
Oh my goodness, I knew they were coming.
Who
I said it. You know who we were talking about. The aliens. We knew they were coming. Oh my goodness. Can you hear? You can hear the noise coming from this side. Look at it. It's sitting still.
That's not
Look. No, wait. Look, airplanes don't move like that. Look at that. It's just sitting still in the sky.
I don't think that's the same thing, Dad. I think that's just yeah.
Stars don't look that bright. And at some point, you guys got to wisen up because they're coming. And we're not going to be prepared if you keep having that type of attitude.
Okay, Dad.
Oh, they're coming.
I did like that one. That's where you gave us a guy. But you know what? Do you wonder if your government's standing around going, hey, let's tell them all this, but we know they're coming. Come on. Let's have some fun with it. Man, I hope my mic, yeah, it's on. It just, this is some of the things that, I have a number 3. I wonder if I didn't do number 3. You know what? Let me go back for a half a sec.
President-elect Trump demanding more transparency.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went.
But the Biden administration insisting there is no evidence to suggest a national security threat, saying the military is authorized to mitigate and counter the drones if needed.
Okay, that was the Trump one. Okay, and that was about the drones. The second one that I actually did first was way back when they first announced there are aliens. Okay, so that was our government announcing there was aliens. And so in the drone saga, Trump comes out immediately and says, "Hey, they know." And you know what? I'm going to tell you this: he was already president once. He does know. And so he just doesn't hold back, and he tells it, I believe like it is. You can believe. And this is where we may differ. Some might say, well, he's lying. They don't know. Well, that's sad if your government doesn't know what's going on your land. And so that was that one. I do have, let's see, I did 5. Let's do one more, okay? That was a great movie. That was a great movie. That was Signs, where they actually had aliens and actually figured out. This is what's funny about this. In the movie Signs, they actually figured out how to uh, uh, take down the aliens just with a cup of water. And so, you know what? Hollywood knows how to take care of things way better than our government. And come on, we gotta laugh about it. This is all for fun, guys. All for fun on the saga of the drones. And so that's just my little fun for today. I hope you liked a little bit of it. Please don't get all bent out of shape. You know what? Your government knows. Just bear with it. And some of in my head, it's like some of the rednecks are going to pull out their guns and they're going to shoot down some things. And so then they'll just take care of it. Whatever. Take care of it when you're being safe with it, though. That's what I say. Back to the question of the day. Do you have a drone or know someone who does have a drone? And let me do this real quick. And would you shoot it down? And just so that we're aware of what is happening. And let me get back to my camera because I wish I. Up. Let me get back to, you know what? There, I just want to show you. Yes, and his little pieces broke off. We got to find that little propeller. It's a guard, a propeller guard. You always, if you're gonna fly them, you want to have guards and stuff like that so they don't get in your hair. Yes, our kids do have drones. We have those floating balls. We have everything like that. And so that we don't shoot it down. They usually get caught up in the neighbor's tree as we try to convince the kids you need an open space to fly your drones safely. And so that's just some of the things. Do you have a drone or do you know some? Now you do. I have a drone. Actually, it's one of the grandkids that have the drone. And so that's what's happening in our life. See, I told you I'm just for fun. I'm so glad you joined watching it today. Hello Again Wednesday, episode 194. You know what? It is coming up. It is the last Sunday before Christmas. We're going to go into our 4th week of Advent at Culver City Church of God. You're more than welcome to join us, Culver City Church of God Ministries, on Facebook or at our website, culvercitychurchofgod.org. 10:45 out here on the Pacific. And if I could, you can see how bright it is in the room that I'm in right now. It is, and I hope, I know my mom and dad watched, kind of passed along to Connie. I think it's 80 degrees out here right now. It is just knockout gorgeous here on the West Coast and by Marina Del Rey out here on the far west side of LA. I know some of my family have snow and it's cold, and I'm not trying to make fun. I'm just trying to enjoy what I have, and I hope you guys enjoy what you have through this season. We're talking about going to see some Christmas lights at Sleepy Hollow, maybe even Candy Cane Lane. We'll see. but guarantee you it'll be beautiful to be doing that this weekend. So I hope you guys are going out and checking some lights. Hey, check out a church near you, especially this Christmas season and the seasons after. Be with some friends, laugh together, eat together. Maybe you also have some Christmas treats as you gather together. Meet some new friends, pray together, and always be that loving human factor at church. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday on Hello Again Wednesday.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Hello Again Wednesday with Brent Miller. Each Wednesday, you can join in as a special guest. Answer along with the question of the day. Listen to life stories. Follow him on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform, on Facebook, or his YouTube channel, Brent Miller, What's on His Mind. Please join him next Wednesday for another episode.